Brick Chisel!
This is Brick Chisel with Fogset News. Our top story, orthopedic surgeons are warning that many members of the GOP, senators and congressmen, are suffering from extremely weakened spines, and they're worried they'll be injured bending over backwards to kiss the loser-in-chief's rump as he continues his assault on democracy. And the nation mourns the passing of Charlie Pride, one of the biggest African-American names in country music, considered the Jackie Robinson of the genre. He was 86 and passed from complications from COVID. He had over 41 studio albums and 29 #1 hits on the Billboard chart. Kiss an Angel Good Morning, Is Anyone Going to San Antone, and Before I Met You, as well as a slew of other extremely popular music numbers. He will be sorely missed. His other hit, The Snakes Come Out at Night. And speaking of snakes coming out at night, the GOP continues their assault on the democratic process, refusing to acknowledge that Joe Biden has won the election, continuing on with their assault on democracy. And China has successfully landed on the moon. The mission called Chang'e 3 has successfully landed on the moon, deploying landers and rovers to collect samples. Here's Gweeb Simpson on location with a report.
This is Gweeb Simpson for Fogset News, and I'm reporting from the far side of the moon, known as the Atkin Basin, which is the moon's south pole. And China has successfully landed a lunar mission here and is busy collecting samples of lunar material, hoping to find titanium and helium-3, a material used in nuclear fusion. The Chinese have been very successful. Although the first lunar mission happened in 1969, the U.S., with Neil Armstrong's famous quotation, "One small step for man, a giant leap for mankind." Since then, many countries, Japan, China, the Soviet Union, India, and Israel have sent missions to the moon, but no one has established a foothold like the Chinese. They've also opened up the very first Chinese restaurant on the moon, and the reports are that the food is wonderful, although there's not much atmosphere. And we've just learned that they have started to have takeout service only for safety precautions. The Chinese have also opened up a lovely gift shop where you can buy wonderful trinkets and souvenirs if you happen to visit the moon. This is Gweeb Simpson for Fogset News, reporting from the far side of the moon.
Thanks, Gweeb, for that special report from the moon. In San Francisco, we're stunned at the closing of the Cliff House, the iconic restaurant perched on the rocks above the crashing waves of the Pacific Ocean. Diners have been eating there at wonderful but expensive prices for many generations. My grandfather came here from Oklahoma and ordered a steak and complained about the prices. His wife said, "Pee-wee, the difference between having a steak in Oklahoma and a steak in San Francisco is when you have a $4 steak in Oklahoma, you're still in Oklahoma." My father took his bride, my mother, there for their first anniversary back in 1956 and complained about the price of a dinner there at $28. Recently, I myself went there with a young woman, a fan of Brick Chisel, and you know I have lots of fans. But anyway, we had dinner, a nice dinner, a little champagne, some cocktails, some steak and lobster, but it was $900, and I was unable to expense report that, as Fogset Studios said that it was not allowed, even though I said this was a public relations campaign. However, we are mourning the passing of the Cliff House. Hopefully someone will open it up again and serve food at perhaps more reasonable prices, but I doubt it. This is Brick Chisel for Fogset News.
Thanks, Brick Chisel. Wow! Why did we both do the same thing?
Ho-ho-hos can deliver just in time for Christmas. Open your presents without opening your wallet too much. That's right, we've got the best prices for everyone on Santa's list, especially if you've been naughty. Whether you're an NFL owner or just Joe Schmo looking for a little action, Ho-ho-hos can meet your holiday needs. Ho-ho-hos, the finest booty call in the business. Merry Christmas.
Fogset Studio presents Gasmoninoff, America's most patriotic, lactose-intolerant singer, singing 57 CDs worth of America's most patriotic songs. Gasmoninoff, America's most patriotic, lactose-intolerant singer.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam? Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of rain, of purple mountains' majesty, across the fruited plain. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above.
Yes, that is enough of that, and now time for something else. Thank you, girls. Yeah, as you can see, the Gashmoninoff sketch, he's singing, yeah, we get it. He has gas. He's letting go of the gas while he sings the patriotic songs. Yeah, that's very good humor if you're in 4th grade, or you're 10 years old, or you're enjoying that. Now, let's examine, though, why is gas funny? Well, gas is funny because it comes out and it can be embarrassing socially, and then people react. Like if you're supposed to be a very distinguished person, but you cut a real one, you cut the cheese like nobody's business. Well, that's funny, yeah. But if you just hammer people over the head with the gas, after a while they go, yeah, we get it. Yeah, he's cutting the cheese, we get it. Yeah, yuck. As they say, he's slicing the Limburger. Yeah, we get it. What else? So that is why the sketch was cut short, because we had enough of that. Now, the classic cutting a cheese joke is oftentimes set up with the pull my finger setup. So someone meets someone and they are unsuspecting. They say, oh, pull my finger. And then the other person pulls the finger, and the person with the finger lets go of hopefully a loud gasser, so that everyone hears that and says, oh my goodness, that person fell for that again. So basically, what you're doing is preying on someone who does not suspect that you're about to let go of a big one. And that is good humor. So that is situational, though. If you keep hitting it over and over and over again, after a while people say, yeah, enough, let's move on to something, some irony, some satire, or something else like that, or perhaps that. But the other part of this pull the finger joke, though, can be enhanced. And this is where the brilliance of the pull the finger joke is. When you pull the finger, you let the gas go, and then you add the leg shake. And give it a good one. If you're shaking the leg, that gives it the real zip that it needs. But if it's just a basic pull your finger joke, well, that's funny once. But when you get the pull the finger and the leg shake, well, that's good, constructed physical humor. And that is a good joke. So, until next time, when we talk about more of the humor, I'm Professor Heinrich Stumpf, and keep laughing.
Hi folks, Leonard Bismarck, Hospitality Manager here at Golden Sweets.
And we just want to say we're back open for business. You may have heard police reports about a large vice raid where some of the guests were carted off to jail, but rest assured, those guests have been fully comped with their rooms and returned back to the luxurious comfort that they expected with only the slightest bit of inconvenience. And we are offering now that wonderful discount to you. Not full comped, of course, but a hefty 20% for you folks that want to book your stay right now at Golden Suites. Now, you know we're located just a few blocks from scenic Union Square in San Francisco, so you can enjoy the city with all of its wondrous things. Ride the cable car, visit Golden Gate Park, or go down to Fisherman's Wharf. Golden Suites is just a hop, skip, and a jump from all of these wonderful things. So we look forward to seeing you, and bring the family because there's plenty of room, and we have wonderful suites from these luxurious singles all the way up to the bridal suite. So we'll see you then. Thanks a lot.
The following is a paid program and does not reflect the viewpoints of the Fogset editorial staff, nor of the Fogset workers, or the children of the Fogset workers, or the groupies of the Fogset workers, or the parents of the Fogset workers, although some of those parents have been difficult to come around to their viewpoint, or any of other the Fogset people except for the weirdos who work over in the warehouse.
Disgusting. That's how I feel. Hello, I'm Milton Ochoa, and if you know my writings, you know that I demand the reader be honest and accountable. And if you are disgusted by the filth on this Fogset show, then do something. I'm against these type of broadcasts. But freedom costs money. That's right, and I need your help. So send your money to I do not like Fogset and their disgustingfilth.com. Because I am fighting for you to get rid of this filth, this garbage. We take Venmo, credit cards, cash, gold bars, but send them by Federal Express, not DHL. I will fight for you to get rid of this Fogset filth. Remember, I do not like Fogset and their disgustingfilth.com. That is where you can send your money, because I am fighting for you. Gracias. Thank you. Hey kids, Seymour here. And if you're disgusted by Christmas like I am, then I think you'll appreciate this song. However, it's going to be kind of rude, so tell your younger brother and sister to go play downstairs or do something else because it's... Anyway, you guys know the 12 Days of Christmas, right? The song, on the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me, all that stuff. Well, here it is, the 12 rude days of Christmas, and I'm going to start at number 12 so we don't sit here all day and we can go do something more productive and sing this stupid song. All right. On the 12th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 12 twats a-twitching, 11 lesbians licking, 10 testes throbbing, 9 nipples dripping, 8 assholes gaping, 7 sacks of shit, 6 slimy slits, 5 motherfuckers, 4 cocksuckers, 3 French ticklers, 2 brass balls, and a hand job and some VD. Merry Christmas, you miserable bastards! Hello, I'm Michael Meehan, and welcome back to Fogset. We have a special guest today. He is the very first baby on board, and I'd like to welcome our guest, Earl Numchucks. Welcome, Earl.
Well, it's good to be here. Where am I again? Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So, Earl, out of the millions of baby on board signs that we see in cars throughout the years, you were the very first baby on board.
Well, yeah. I was the first baby on board. Yep, that's true.
Where did you get the baby on board sign?
Yes, well, I guess my father made the sign, and he put it in the window of the car, and then it just stayed there. So that's what it was. Now I don't know
I see that sign around now, but somebody must have just copied it from my old man, or the idea came about. But he was the first one. You didn't see that before him. He was a little artistic, my father.
Now, Earl, have you always worn a seatbelt?
Oh yeah, well, I'm a big advocate of seatbelts. I'm always strapped in. You know, I hear a lot of these gangster rappers being strapped, but let me tell you, I've been in restraints most of my life. Oh yeah.
I guess the question is, when did your parents take the baby on board sign down?
Well, I believe they just kept the sign in the window even when I took it down when I borrowed the car on my first date when I was 17. I didn't want the people thinking that I had a child in there when I had Mary Lou on my arm. But,
Well, Earl, did you ever put up another baby on board sign?
yeah, well, nowadays I can't drive anymore, but I kept the baby on board sign, not the original, of course. I got one though when I had all my kids, and then of course my daughter insisted that I keep it on when I was picking up the grandkids at school, and and then heck, I just kept it on there. And someone said, "Hey, where's the baby?" And I said, "I'm on my way to go pick her up at the senior center because that's where the babies were." The good-looking babes, as I like to say. Yeah.
Well, Earl Numchucks, thank you so much for visiting us here in Fogset, and stay buckled. Buckle up and buckle down. Thank you, Earl.
All right, young fellow. Well, we'll talk to you later there. I smell like they're cooking lunch right now.
Buckle up and buckle down. I'm Michael Meehan for Fogset. Now this.
Hello, I'm Marjorie Windblown of the Sexy Librarian Society, doing some tutorial work to help a young man through high school. Here, in an attempt to raise his English grade, we have Milburn Youngstiff, who will read aloud from a book he has been assigned for class but has not completed. Go ahead, Milburn.
Okay.
Begin where we left off.
His hand slid up her eager thighs, exploring her willful hesitation, throbbing anticipation of sensual wanting. Cupping her waiting body with his full hands, caressing, nibbling, pinching, inching towards consuming her with his now rampant lust, and their desire mingled in their same sweat, sliding in each other's body, slick, slithering, slaving as they thrust themselves madly, driving deeper into each other's moist, lugubrious souls, pumping, strumming in unison as they reached ecstasy together.
Why don't we leave off there for a moment, and we'll resume in just a couple of moments. Oh, heavens.
Hi, this is Michael Meehan with Fogset, and today we have a very special guest all the way from the North Pole, Santa Claus. Hello, Santa Claus, and welcome. I guess our question right out of the bat is, with COVID raging, I guess you've scaled back plans for Christmas this year?
Yes, quite a bit. The elves and myself, we find ourselves, sheltering in place. It's given me time to do a great deal of thinking, and some of these elves are pretty talented with musical theater, and some of them have even written a little song that I'd like to perform for you later on in the broadcast, if possible.
Santa Claus, what about the elves? Have any of them gotten sick?
They keep to themselves. They have their own quarantine tree. They're doing a lot of baking and musical theater, etc. So I just hope they don't get too carried away with the thermostat in that tree. You know, somebody's got to pay the bill.
And what about the Christmas visits to those who don't believe the virus is deadly until it's too late? What about them? Will they be getting gifts this year?
Oh, well, the gift of eternal rest might be the best. Well, you know, these fellas are kind of SOL, Santa out of luck. They've already hinged a lot of their hopes on the Trump re-election campaign. So, lump of coal, I don't know, 2024. Good luck with all that.
Santa Claus, I know your elves are busy making toys, but they won't be able to deliver them this year. Can we anticipate perhaps delivery of those toys in July, perhaps?
Well, yeah. Well, how about Christmas in July? It's a concept that I've heard about, and maybe by then we can spray everything down, and we'll all get vaccinated and hope for the best. You know, a little spray of some antiseptic. Maybe dip them in some Listerine or something.
Well, thank you so much for visiting us here at Fogset Santa Claus, and have a happy holiday yourself. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas.
Same to you. Happy holidays, and keep a safe distance. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Well, that's it for now from Fogset, and Santa's going to take us out with a little number about Christmas.
You better not cough, you better not sneeze. I've got a lot of comorbidities. So Santa won't be coming to town. Took a COVID test, had them check it twice, 'cause I'm too obese to roll those dice. And Santa won't be coming to town. I see you going maskless, getting closer than 6 feet. I won't take any chances, so I'm beating my retreat. You better not cough, you better not sneeze. Put on a mask, I'm begging you please. Santa won't be coming to town. I hate to seem gruff or stingy or mean, but I'll come on back when I get the vaccine. Santa won't be coming to town. I see you going maskless, getting closer than 6 feet. I won't take any chances, so I'm beating my retreat. You better not cough, you better not sneeze. Put on a mask, I'm begging you please. Santa won't be coming to town. Or Santa won't be coming to town. And this year I'll be wearing a frown. Goodbye, 2020! Ho, 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 heave! Ho, 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 ho. I think Satan won this year.
Hey rockers, this is Sammy Goth of Krotchfyre, and I rock long and hard. But even Sammy Goth can't fight cancer alone. That's why I'm urging you to get checked out for prostate cancer. That's right, because cancer doesn't stop touring. Cancer comes with hit after hit. If cancer can get to a rock and roll god like Eddie Van Halen, nobody's safe, all right? So don't be a dope, get the scope. Now here's a little number to help you out. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Don't be bashful, don't be fretful. Schedule an exam for your colorectal. Colonoscopy. Colonoscopy. your bunghole, so don't you freak. They're checking for polyps, checking for signs, see if it's cancerous or benign.